At 6:30, it's time to take a look at your money. Increasingly, Wall Street has been turning its eyes and attentions to the U.S. labor market. Now, according to the U.S. Department of Labor, the economy added just 22,000 new jobs in August, and this was well below Wall Street's forecasted of a 77,000 job gain. The national unemployment rate also jumped from 4.2% to 4.3%, its highest level in 4 years.
Financial advisor Mark Gravicheski joining us live to break down all of this. Good morning, Mark.
Devin, morning, Ava. Great to see you both again.
So give us your latest thoughts on the state of the U.S. labor market.
For the past, 3.5 years or so, we kind of have seen this gradual weakening of the labor market. In 2022, the economy averaged 380,000 new jobs a month. In 2023, that monthly pace of new jobs fell to 216,000 and then to 168,000 in 2024. So far this year, the economy is averaging only about 75,000 new jobs a month. Meanwhile, as you just pointed out, the unemployment rate has been gradually ticking higher to a 4-year high of 4.3%. Now, an unemployment rate of 4.3% is not a sign of distress or strain within the labor market. Since 2000, the average unemployment rate in the country kind of around 5.7%. But yes, this is certainly something that Wall Street is keeping a very close eye on.
So, Mark, if all of the data shows a gradual weakening of the labor market, how much more will it continue to weaken?
According to the Federal Reserve, Ava, and remember, the Federal Reserve is in charge of our nation's, monetary policy. The Federal Reserve expects the unemployment rate to rise from its current level of 4.3% up to 4.4% by the end of this year. Now, by the end of next year in 2026, the Fed does see the unemployment rate dropping back down to that 4.3 level where we're currently at. And when you look at the various estimates from Wall Street firms on where they think the unemployment rate will be by the end of next year, most estimates fall somewhere between 4.6% on the high end to around like 3.9% on the low end. So again, with an average historical unemployment rate of around 5.7%. There's really not any doom and gloom outlook for the labor market, but again, it is weakening.
And we keep hearing how companies continue to expand the use of artificial intelligence within the workplace. What type of impact will AI have on the labor market?
Yeah, this is just a massive discussion, not on Wall Street, but really across the United States as a whole. Look, this year, Devin, global spending on AI technology is expected to be around $400 billion. Now, that's a massive amount of money to spend in 1 year, but by 2030, that annual spending on AI technology is expected to rise to around $2 trillion a year. And what we're seeing across the spectrum, from large global corporations to even the smallest of businesses, is that companies are increasing their use of AI to, either gain efficiencies and to reduce costs. And one of the inherent effects in many cases is a reduced need for human labor. Now, there's a couple of larger debates on this subject. One, to what extent is AI actually reducing the number of human workers? And two, to what extent is there simply a redistribution of the labor force from one area to another? That is, yes, AI will likely reduce the number of human jobs in certain tasks and occupations, but that reduction will be offset by a surge in demand for human labor in other occupations and industries that are inherently created by this growing expansion of AI within our economy.
$1 trillion. That says a lot, Mark.
It's just a massive amount. And look, every few months, these annual spending on AI technology but by 2030, 32, keep going higher.
All right. Thank you so much for all this insight, and we'll see you next
Yep.
week.
Take care. Enjoy the rest of the week, both of you.
You too.
Thank you too, Mark.